I don't have anything cool for this creepypasta, but it's basically a fan-made WildCraft creepypasta whose name is Lost, but the zero is an O. Lost is a male wolf with a common grayish and dark gray skin, and he has white, blank eyes. Here's the story. It all started with a player named Fang. Fang was an experienced WildCraft player with a full wolf family and a level 101 wolf. One afternoon, Fang decided to join a single-player game on the Wild Plains map to kill the ancient moose for free coins. Once the game loaded him in, he left his family at the den, only bringing out his mate. And so, he left the den. Wait, I need to read this like a spooky story. However, right before he left, his screen flashed a black and white color. He simply ignored it and ran around the map, knowing the location of the ancient moose by heart. On his way, he bumped into two foxes. He wasn't paying attention though, and took quite a bit of damage. Once he realized what was attacking him, he ran around in a few circles to avoid taking any more damage. Thankfully, his mate and pet were both there to help defeat the foxes. Once they've been defeated, it had turned night, and everything was darker than usual. The grass was gone, and the ground wasn't the green color it would usually be. Instead, it was a dirt brown color. Fang, confused, tried opening the map to see where the boss was, but the button didn't work. A bit irritated, Fang went ahead and headed a random direction, thinking this was where the boss was. Just to make sure, he used his scent view and his stamina meter was halfway. As usual, he could see the other animals, but a yellow light, the one you would see on a map with the bonus, was visible not too far from him. After a while, Fang was in the area where the boss would usually be, but instead of a boss, it was a wolf with white blank eyes and the grayish and dark gray common skin. The wolf was facing the ocean, which was blood red. Fang, being an experienced player, knew something was up and tried leaving the game, but when he opened the menu, all the buttons were gone except for two buttons. One that read, "You cannot leave when a target is selected," and the resume button. Fang hesitantly pressed the resume button and ran up to the wolf. When he attacked it, however, his screen went black. A few seconds later, a slightly distorted image of a blood-red wolf with black eyes and red pupils appeared, its mouth wide open and showing static inside. A very loud glitching noise was heard, mixed with demonic screaming. Fang quickly turned off his phone, trembling as his heart skipped a beat. He waited about 30 minutes before returning his phone back on. When he did, the game had crashed. Opening it back up, he decided to go to a different map, Valley of Giants. This time he brought his family with him, but when he used scent view, he saw not one, not two, but three yellowish lights in the distance where the bosses would usually be. Scared that wolf might appear again, he once again opened the pause menu, but when he pressed the pause button, there was a text that appeared. It read, "You cannot pause the game when you're about to die." And just like that, the wolf appeared on the screen again, and his phone heated up so much he had to let it go. Only this time it wasn't a jump scare, but rather it started attacking his character. His family tried attacking it, and when they did, each one of them disappeared. While they attacked, Fan noticed that his character's level was rapidly decreasing, and eventually his mate vanished as well. Fang couldn't do anything about it because his phone was so hot. Once Fang's family was gone, Lost targeted Fang, whose character began attacking Lost by itself. After his character died, he respawned in the den, but his character was still in the dead position. Everything lost its color, and there was text that said, "You are lost," before the game crashed again. Fang sighed and restarted his phone, and when he opened the app, his wolf was level 1 with the name Found, but the O was a 0. He had no way of changing it and had to start all over again. His entire game was forever a less saturated color, and no matter how many times he restarted his phone, the app, or even uninstalled and reinstalled it, nothing worked. Even the wolves in the app logo had blank white eyes. Eventually, Fang finally got back to where he left off, except this time, once he reached level 100, everything else capped at 101, even his coins. He could still upgrade the stats of his character, family, pet before those two capped at 101.